the last session, we have seen about the arrays and its attributes. So, in today's scenario, we will be seeing about the basic array operations. So, what are the three basic operations? It could be either arithmetic operations, logical operations, or comparison operations. Arithmetic operators. So as we all know, the arithmetic operators could be either a addition or a subtraction or a multiplication or division. When you say it as floor division, 10 divided by 3, it returns the quotient as 3. If it returns the quotient, it is called as floor division and it is indicated by two slashes, or modulo, which is shown by a percentage which indicates the remainder. 5 divided by 2, 2 is the quotient and the remainder is 1. The next is a power. Power is nothing but an exponent. Okay, so 4 square is 16. Now we will move on to the basic commands, how it is getting executed in Python. So I've just taken a small example 7 and 2, and if I give the command as sum is equal to a plus b or a minus b, a star b or a slash b, it does the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division value. For example, 7 divided by 2 is 3.5, it just returns the value. The next thing, floor division, as I told you, this returns the quotient and modulo returns the remainder, and the power function which is given by the square of 7, that it returns the value as 7 square is 9. Now whatever we have seen in the prior thing is by using the use of the symbols. Now we will see how the commands are being executed using the numpy commands. So initially I've given the first array as np.array. I've given the values as 1, 3, 5, 7, and the second array is designated as 2, 4, 6, 8. So once these two operations are given, first of all I am going to perform the addition operation. Either I can do the normal addition what we have seen earlier. Result 1 is the variable which I have declared to assign the values. So here the first array plus second array, that is here I am using the operator. Okay, so what it does, 1 plus 2, it just adds the matrices and gives the answer as 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. 5 plus 6 is 11 and 7 plus 8 is 15. Either I can use the operator or I can go in for the command, that is np.add first array comma second array. Similarly, the same operations for the subtraction function. Either I can use the operator or I can give the command as np.subtract first array comma second array, so that 3 minus 2, it results in the value of 1, 9 minus 4, 5, 27 minus 8 is 19 and 81 minus 16 is 65 and so on. The next arithmetic operation is multiplication. So here also we have taken the condition as either I use the operator or the syntax is np dot multiply first array comma second array, and it multiplies and produces a result. 1 2s are 2, 3 4s are 12, 5 6s are 30 and 7 8s are 56. Now np dot divide. Similarly, here I can either use a slash or I'll use the divide function, np dot divide. So we have seen four syntaxes, that is np dot add, np dot subtract, np dot multiply and np dot divide. So if you could see the result of this division, 1 divided by 4, it yields a value of 0.25. 2 divided by 5, it gives a value of 0.4 and so on. The next two operations in arithmetics are the exponential one and the modulus one. So, as usual, an array of 1, 2, 3 is taken, and if I want to do the exponential, okay, it is given as star star. So, whenever I am going to find out the value for this, what will be the output? 1, 4 and 9. Okay, or I'll give by using the command means np dot power. The next thing is a modulo. You are finding the remainder. We can do it either by using the percentage operation, or you give the command as np.mod, comma first array, comma second array. So it yields the remainder 9 divided by 4. The quotient is 4 and the remainder is 1. 10 divided by 5. Quotient is 2 and remainder is 0. Similarly, 20 divided by 7, it gives 6 threes are 18. Sorry, 7. 7 twos are 14 and the remainder it yields the value as 6. Now we will move on to the next operator, that is the logical operator. So what are the logical functions I can perform? It can be either the logical AND. That means if both the inputs are true, my output will be true. If any one of the input is false or both the inputs are false, it will return the value as false. What is logical OR? Okay, logical OR means it is nothing but if any one of the input is true, output will be true. If both of the inputs are true, output will be true. And logical NOT. If you give yes command, it will print a no, and if you give no, it will complement as yes. So now we'll just see it by means of an example. And first array is given as initialized as x1 is equal to np dot array true comma false comma true, and x2 is equal to np dot array false comma true. So when I give all the three logical operation np dot logical underscore, you have to give underscore and then you give the arguments x1 comma x2. Similarly, all the commands and or not. Now let us take the AND command. What is the function of the AND command? If both the inputs are true only, it will print the output as true. Okay, in this case, here the value differs. Here also the value is differing. True is coming. So in that place alone, it prints the value as true. Now we move on to your OR. If any one of the condition, if it is true, it prints. So here the condition, one of the condition is true. Here both the conditions are true, so it prints the condition as true. Whereas in the second case, it is false, so the output is present here as false. The next is the logical AND command. So we are just taking the logical NOT of x1. So true, false, true. So just the vice versa will be the output. So it is false, true, false. So three commands we have done: np.logical underscore and or and not. Now we will move on to the third session, that is your comparison operator. So this comparison operator, it is nothing but either if you are going to check whether the two values are correct or not. If both the values are correct, it will return the argument as true, else it will return it as false, not equal to. Okay, so then you have greater than, whether a number is greater than one another, or it will check whether it is less than or greater than equal to and less than equal to. Now in this comparison operation, so first array I have taken it as 1, 2, 3 and the array 2 has been taken as 3, 2, 1. Now the first thing we are just using the operator and checking array 1 is less than array 2. Okay, so what is the condition? 1 is less than 3? Yes. 2 is equal, it is equivalent statement, so it is false. 3 is less than 1? False. So it just returns the output here. Similarly, you can check it for the greater than also. Okay, so it will be just the vice versa of the previous result. So false, false and true. True is because here you have a equality value. So the next thing is we will be comparing the equal to. So only the second value is common. So here the value will be true and all other value it will be false. Now comparison operator. So if you are going to see here, we are going to use the commands. What are the commands you are going to see now? np.less array 1 comma array 2. It is going to return the same result. So for less than equal to np.less underscore equal. Only this syntax you people should know. The next thing is if I want to check the number, two numbers are greater, np.greater. Suppose if I want to check the two numbers are greater than equal to np.greater underscore equal. Now we will take the last two conditions. That is np dot equal, and another one is np which is not equal. So np dot not underscore equal. Okay, so these are the 6 commands. So you can check the details and you can print the values accordingly. Thank you.